Wednesday, February 12th. Late start today. I had to rush down to get my work boots. So in case I get hired somewhere, I gotta have work boots. So plus I need another pair of shoes. So at least I got that. You may think, well, who cares, dude? People buy shoes all the time. Exactly. But hey, thanks for fucking watching. Yeah, I mean, that's when, you know, people really don't understand the internet. You know, they don't understand, you know, shit like that. You see some of the stupidest shit online and shit like that, and it gets like 18 million views. You know, cat videos are the biggest. That's why I started doing those squirrel videos. What the hell? Can't hurt. You got to play on the mentality of people, man. You got to play on the mentality of society. You know, we're a society that lives by Snapchat and WhatsApp or whatever the fuck they are. You know, complain about being online, being tracked and shit like that, but they put where they work and they put their phone numbers on their Facebook profile. You know, that's the mentality you're living with. But yeah, I had to get these work boots in case I get hired somewhere. You know, my field is, you know, steel toe boots. That's what I need. So now I have them. Got to plan ahead. Got to be prepared for that shit, because then it's gonna be like, well, fuck. I should have gotten them when I thought about it. My tarp blew off. It didn't blow off really. I heard it when I drove down there. You know, I heard it ripping around and shit like that. Then I looked up and I thought it blew. I'm looking in the mirror to make sure it don't blow up, because you go down there, the fucking cops, man, they're on you. So I came back. Looks like it's gonna fucking rain all day, but yeah, I look at this weather app and shit like that, and it gets a little alerts and shit like that, because I got to be prepared for the fucking rain. I got to make sure I got, you know, this covered up and shit for no rain to get in. And you know, I had to tape that back up. Here I am in the middle, you know, it's the morning, daylight out there and shit like that. People are coming and going. They're looking like, what the hell is this guy doing? You know, I'm out there with Scotch tape, taping down a fucking trash bag on my roof. Hello, everybody. Don't mind me. Just a fucking homeless guy. Broke motherfucker. Try to do it. Well, I did it then, but I don't like people knowing it's up there. It kind of blends in. You really can't see it, but you get some asshole come along and want to rip it the fuck off, because that's what they do. Usually situations like that I think about when I see somebody that does shit like that. You know, you just come over there and you bust them the fuck up a little bit, and then they think, well, damn, dude, you didn't have to do that. Well, yeah, I did. See, if he didn't go over there doing shit like that, he wouldn't have got busted the fuck up. But, yeah, there's drizzles now coming down. I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. I mean, the skies are fucking... There's clouds over there and shit like that, but, yeah, let me shut this door. Yeah, I gotta keep doing videos, keep them in the fucking rotation. You know, got to keep the rotation going. That's what I got to do. Keep the videos in the rotation. That's the whole idea. Now it's dark, but, well, what are you going to do? Yeah, so, got my coffee. Now I got to figure out how to stretch this fucking money out, to see what I can do. Maybe ask that woman this weekend to, yeah, when I see her Saturday, if I can come over and get another fucking shower. Because, I mean, that Walmart I went to, boy, what a fucking shit. Probably the worst fucking, probably the worst fucking Walmart I've been in. I mean, I haven't been in a lot of them and shit like that. It'd be in the ones in the area that I lived in, shit like that, but that one's close down the road. Jesus Christ, what a fucking shithole, man. It's like a storm went through there and just blew the shit all over the fucking place. I go in the shoe department and shit like that. They got shoes they got no boxes for. Just out there on there. I said, okay, let me pay full price for these. Just sitting out on the phone. You know, I know all the shoes are out on the rack and shit like that, but yeah, they got them up. They just scattered fucking everywhere, man. You got to go moving shit around. Jesus Christ, what a fucking $15 an hour though. $15 an hour. You can't even maintain your own fucking area. You can't keep your own fucking area maintained. And I'm guessing like the area and shit like that, I don't know that area. I mean, it's only right down the fucking road. It took me 7 minutes down the fucking road. You know, I don't think they got customers that are going in. Like, now, the one I was in Nashville, that Walmart, yeah, I could see fucking scumbags going in there and doing shit like that. Yeah, that area. But I don't know, maybe they got the same situation down here, you know. But I can't imagine all fucking day long they got people coming in. Not just that department. I mean, other departments are looking around like, damn, it's not a 24-hour one. They close at like 11 o'clock at night. So I had to go down, and it opens at 7. So I had to rush down there right away. The whole time I'm thinking is I got to rush back right away because I got to get my fucking parking spot. How fucking sad is that? I got to rush back to get my fucking parking spot, and I got to take my roof up now. So I think that's done. Says it's gonna rain all fucking day. That's what the app says, but I don't know. Go from there. See what happens. Waiting on that news guy to get back to me. You know, got to stay on top of that. Work on my website. Now that I understand, now I'm good for the month, and after the month kicks in, that's when I got to start paying for everything. So I got to figure out some shit today. How to do some things and shit like that. So, but at least I got a basis, and basically that's what you need. You know, you need something for something to look at. So at least I got something. Where am I going to go with it? I don't know, but you know, it can't hurt, you know. Plus it gave me a little bit of experience how to create a website, you know, how to do this and new terminology and shit like that. So go from there. See if I can get a shower. I asked that woman this weekend if I can get a shower at her place again, see what happens. And go, she lets me do laundry, that'd be great. That'll save me some fucking money. You know, that business there, man, that fucking... I could see dry cleaning in this area and shit like that, but you know, the cost of things, you know, it goes up either way. You know, when it becomes a hot item and shit like that, well, let's keep raising the price. If they want to pay this, let's see if they'll pay this. Let's see if they'll pay this. And it goes the other end. If nobody's going in there, or maybe you get a certain amount of people during the week and shit like that, well, let's keep the prices high. That's smart. Let's keep the prices high and drive the people away. It doesn't seem smart. Like I said, I'm not a business owner, but hell, even I know that if I ran a fucking business, I'm not going to keep the prices high. You got to look at the area. Well, hell, this place down the road, 5 miles down the road, is cheaper than me. Let me see if I could do it the same price. Well, you open up a business, man, you got to know it's going to cost you, just like this fucking website, man. Even a fucking website costs fucking money. You know, that's why I needed about $500 to keep me covered for a lot of shit. I think is like 60 months or shit like that if I set it for that and shit like that. My phone line, my business line is good for you know, next year, and then they auto. I'm gonna change all that. Right now, I got it all set to auto pay. Make it look like good faith, and go from there. I don't have to pay for anything until next month. So if people can send me money for that, at least to maintain my website. As far as getting money for, at least I can keep that up and running. As far as getting a place and shit like that, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get a place just for fucking getting a place. When I do get money, when I do get enough money, I don't want to just jump at it, you know, and just give this person's fucking money just to get. I mean, like I said, I'm happy just living in a fucking motel room. You know, go from there. It's got everything I fucking need. You know, they're killing themselves. Like I mentioned yesterday about the brokers in New York and shit like that. I don't know how. Maybe that's how they do business up there. I don't know. When I look for apartments, I never dealt with a broker. I lived in apartments a long time, so it's not like I was out there looking all the fucking time. You know, again, in this situation, you pick up on things and you start noticing shit that you probably wouldn't notice before. You don't pay attention to. I'm starting to pick up on a lot of shit. I'm starting to realize a lot of shit, man. You know, when I do get back on my feet, I'm gonna remember all this. You know, I'm gonna remember all this, and whether people care or not, it don't matter to me. I guess it's not raining. I can open this fucking door. I see the little drops coming down. Like I said, the shit comes out of nowhere. Just I'll be sitting here sometimes. I'll see these drops coming down on the windshield. I'll be like, "Are you kidding me?" I'll look up, like, "Where's the fucking rain coming from?" Yeah. somebody out there with a squirt bottle or something like that. But yeah, I got to keep videos in rotation, so I keep making them up, putting them in rotation. I got to bring that's how you got to do it. You got to bring traffic to your channel, and then you go from there. Build off that. Yeah. Every day the same situation. Every day I'm happy I'm able to get that today, and yeah, get my coffee. I'll go over and eat my hard-boiled eggs and corn chips. Came around the spot this morning. My little buddy was in the spot. Came around. Damn, I seen him. I didn't want to hit him. So there's two of them. Sometimes there's two of them. I'd like to be able to track the one that comes here all the time, so I know it's him. They both come over. I guess they're both comfortable because they're in an area where people are around all the fucking time. So just like the ducks. There's people around here all the fucking time, so they're comfortable around people. But yeah, sometimes, the other one came around this morning. Well, sometimes two will come around, but usually it's just one. I wish I knew which one it was, but yeah, they'll come over. I guess it's the one that really comes over and looks up at me and shit like that. He had corn chips out there, a couple corn chips I threw out there last night, and he got them. Yeah, little things like that make your day. But yeah, I came around the spot and he was there. I said, "Damn, man, I don't want to hit you, bud." He's kind of gonna be lost when when I get out of here. Hopefully I get out of here. Still here, man. Still in the fucking parts, but I still don't get it. Human being, grown fucking adult, and you're fine with somebody living in a fucking parking spot. You're fine with somebody sleeping on a fucking parking spot down there on that other one. Sometimes I see the guy. You're fine with that. You go by and you're fine with that. Oh, that guy, he's sleeping on a sidewalk. People are okay with that. I don't get it, man. There was a guy I used to go by. I mentioned him in an earlier video, way earlier video. When I was in the shelter, I'd go by there. He'd be at a park bench, heavy guy. Legs all swollen and shit like that, had marks on him and shit like that. And this was in the summer and shit like that. And the sun would be, the fucking heat would be, it'd already be like 80 degrees at this time right now, 83 degrees right now and shit like that, and like not even 8 o'clock in the morning. And he'd be out there, sometimes during the day I go by there and he'd be out there just cooking in that fucking heat, man, just laying there. And I guess he'd be sleeping or something like that. And I don't know if anybody's tried to help him or anything like that, but or maybe he just refused it, or maybe they put him in somewhere and he left and he keeps, I don't know what the situation was. Somebody told me what the story was, but I forget what it was and shit like that. But how do you go by and see that shit? Yeah, I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping in my vehicle and shit like that, but even the cops, hey man, I can help you, I'm gonna get you in the shelter. How do you not do that? I don't get it, man. This country, really, one focus. Yeah, I'm speechless, man. I've said this in other videos. Oh, I forgot to mention the other thing too. I don't know if I mentioned it in other videos and shit like that, but it hit me last night. These spiders. I probably got a couple in here. These white spiders. They're not real big. Some of them are tiny and shit like that. Other ones are pretty good size, maybe about the size of your thumbnail or something. Well, my thumbnail. Pretty good size. And I see them crawling around, and I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if it's the same one or if there's different ones. There's a nest around here somewhere or whatever, or fucking whatever they got. I see them every now and then at night. I'm not here during the day, but I see them at night. I'll see them crawl across the windshield. They're always on the fucking windshield and shit. I don't know where they're going, but probably got one or two in here. I don't know, but yeah, I got to get this thing cleaned out. I got to get in the shop, get it looked at for peace of mind, get it all cleaned the fuck out, and go from there, man. I can't keep doing this. I really am at wit's end right now. I can't keep doing this. I think about every day what I've done and what I've tried to do and how I've been turned away and how I've been turned down and this and this and this and how things don't get back to me. And you know, even people in I don't know if it's industry or what, that are supposed to be helping people do shit. You know, I don't know what they're doing. Here comes this asshole. This fucking dude too. Works at the McDonald's, gets out of every way, and has a grin on his face when he looks over and shit like that. Come on over and say something, dude. Yeah? Get your ass kicked by a fucking homeless guy. Beats you so fucking bad. And that's the thing too, you know. You're a homeless person. You're a homeless guy. That's all you're known as now. You're a homeless guy. You're not a person. You're not nothing. You don't fucking matter. You don't. You die. I mean, you die. People die. But you're homeless. You don't matter. What we'll do is we'll put your name. We'll put your name on that memorial that they do every year, and we'll call out your name. We'll remember you. This way, it makes us look good. Makes us look good. Hey, we remembered them. And 10 minutes after that, like, who cares? Did our part. If you think that's not how it goes, well, go out there and be homeless. You know, I've mentioned that. What is homelessness? Can't describe it. It's miserable. Nobody fucking wants. Like I said, I mentioned, and you know, some people maybe they do. I've mentioned that, but there's one woman that's around here. I talk to her sometimes. Pretty decent lady. She said her boyfriend works at some place or something like that, but where he lives with a couple people and shit like that. I think he lives with his sister and her boyfriend, and she can't stay there, some kind of shit. I don't know, but she had a platter thing the other day, big fucking baked potato and other shit and everything like that. And she's like, I'm not gonna be able to eat all this. She cut off a big chunk for me, so you know, she's pretty nice. Buys herself a bottle of liquor every night. You know, she gets a check. I can't. You know, buys her smokes and buys a bottle of liquor every night. You know, she told me. And I've seen it. Sometimes when I go by, she has the liquor, so I'm not making it up. That's how she gets through it. That's how it happens. You know? That's how it happens. Then they arrest you. Public drunkenness. They probably going by you a whole fucking time, they seeing it and shit like that, and then that's the one thing they do. No, now we're going to arrest you. Now you got a criminal record. Couldn't help you, but we're more than happy to fucking arrest you. We don't want to get involved in helping you, but yeah, hey, we'll arrest you. We got no problem with that. You know, it's, what are you going to do? So I try to stay out of the limelight. I sit here. But like I said, I'm getting to the end of, it's coming. It's going to be it for me. I'm just going to give the fuck up. I can't keep doing this. Can't keep living like this. You know, look at the positive. What fucking positive? Bring the Lord into your... Get that shit away from me. Bring the Lord into your life. Get the fuck out of here. Why's you got me in this position in the first place? Oh, what? Take the fucking cotton out of your mouth. What? It's almost like that Fockers movie where the dude looks in the mirror and goes, what? You know, that scene. When you start talking and asking people like that, what? You know, it's like a short circuit in a fucking robot. Don't debate with me. You'll fucking lose, okay? Don't try to tell me what I need to be doing. You're not in my position. After you start spilling your fucking mouth and running your fucking mouth with bullshit, you'll walk off and go off and shit like that, and I'm still here in this position. You want to come over and see what my situation is? Fucking help me. Sit down, buy me fucking breakfast or something like that. You know, I'll go moment by moment, tell you every fucking thing, like I told that news guy. And that camera guy was there. He's just like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, you asked what homelessness was. I told you. I said, that's what it is for me. He goes, you seem pretty smart. I says, I am smart. I said, but, you know, you can't just show up and start working and be like, what are you doing here? I start today. We didn't hire anybody. Well, I'm here. Yeah, can't just do that. You got to get hired. They don't call you. I've said all this, but I repeat it every time into the video in case this is the only video that people see, and they don't go back and watch the other videos. So that's why I keep doing it. I've said this, but I got to keep the videos in the rotation and hope that I drive traffic to my my Facebook page, my website, and my YouTube channel, and try to go from there. Try to build up an audience. Try to get money to get out of this situation. Once I get out of the situation, I'm waiting for somebody to come by and say, all right, well, you know what? If I give you $10,000, what are you going to do with it? I'll show you. I'll show you what the fuck I'll do with it. You go, is $10,000 going to be enough to get it out of it? Sure, it's going to improve it. It's going to allow me to do other things, yeah. Go from there. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that challenge. Waiting for that challenge. All right, here's $10,000. Go make it work for you. Fuck yeah, I'll make it work for me. Like I said, I think that's the thing too. People focus on the amount. I don't know if they understand the fundraisers and shit like that. When they look at like the recent one, it's like $3,500. I think I said it at. I got two of them going. The GoFundMe one. And I think, well, I'm not giving this guy $3,500. And I'm not saying that's how they all look at it, but yeah, I'm not. Hell, if you want to give me $3,500 at once, yeah, but yeah, like I said, money's the only thing that's going to get me out of the situation. I got to get a shower. I haven't showered since Christmas. And my hair's starting to really look it. I changed my shirt and shit like that, but yeah, I'm really starting to look the fucking part, and I don't want to. That's going to be hard to get. That's tough to get jobs too when you go on interviews and shit like that. Like my profile picture on my GoFundMe, I clean up nice. That picture's from the hospital room. When I was in there, took that picture. That's where I started my first Facebook. That's where I started my first Facebook page, the one that's titled for this YouTube channel. I came up with that, and then created the website and shit like that, and built off of that. But yeah, I want to build that website and get out of this. And somebody, about the 10 grand does that. So, well, you know what? I put it on my website on the one section. I put it in there. Let me be the homeless guy that reduces homelessness, okay? Because, the ones that are in it, like I just said earlier, how do you go by and let motherfuckers just sleep on the fucking sidewalk and sleep underneath the fucking overpass and just go by? I don't know, maybe they've tried. What I started to say, again, I'm jumping all over again, but, it's... I'm just at the end now, man. I just really, I'm at the end now. I've got no other options. I've reached out. I've done what I could do and shit like that, and people just go by. So it's like, you know what? I'm pretty damn close where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. No one gives a shit. I'm fucking homeless. It's like that Creed song, Faceless Man. That's me. I'm getting close to the end. So I won't be homeless anymore, I guess, hell. It's one way to look at it. But yeah, that woman there's another woman that sits down there with the in a wheelchair. Apparently the woman that gave me that food that night, the other homeless woman, she said she tried to help her and shit like that. She wanted to help her and shit like that. She didn't want it. She didn't want to bother. Not me. I'm going the other route. I'm not going to sit here every day and collect, a couple bucks from people and shit like that. And fuck that, man. I'm too good for that. Too fucking smart. I got a lot of, to provide and a lot of ideas and this to be spending the rest of my fucking life out here, 3, 5, 6 fucking years out here doing this shit. People go by, and they could just, you know, I don't expect everybody to come by. Hey man, here's $5. That's the thing when people look at it, and they look at that and you're missing the fucking point. Maybe you shouldn't be on the internet if you don't understand it. And again, they don't understand because they're not in this position. So why would they understand? But that's, you know, some people are just trolls. That's how they live their life. You know, they get that, you know, allotment of 30 minutes online that mommy gave them. You know, 35 years old, and mom let them on the fucking internet for 30 minutes, and they're gonna go out there and attack people. Whatever. But yeah, I've been homeless, technically homeless. Being in a shelter, I'm homeless. So when I was in that shelter, I was homeless for going on 2 years now. January of 2021 will be 2 years technically homeless. Living in this spot since beginning of September. 5 months. Yeah, 5 months being in a fucking parking spot. Yeah, this is how I survived. Being in this spot, yeah, it's the only way I've survived my situation. But you know, I've said that in earlier videos, but now I'm getting to the point now where I'm thinking about all that. You know, I'm thinking, man, I'm going on 2 years technically being homeless. It's going on 6 months. I've been in this fucking parking spot. I've talked to people. People know my situation. I put it on Facebook. I put it here. I applied here and everything. I've applied for this. The systems are this and this and this and this, and go on and on and on, and nothing. Once you're tagged homeless, that's it. You're homeless. It don't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. You don't matter. Okay, well, I don't matter. Okay, well, it don't matter. Good night. You know, my problems are over. My problems are over. I'm no longer homeless then. You know, like that Metallica song, Fade to Black. You know, you reach out, all the signs are there. You reach out, tell people. Somebody can help you. Somebody, I said the police can help you. They can get you in and say, hey man, we got a guy over here. We can get you in the shelter. You know, they don't bother. If they're not gonna try and get you off the street and get you into a shelter, the hospital ain't gonna help you. There's not much else you can do. If they're not gonna fucking help you get off the fucking street and know your situation, they're not gonna try and get in your shelter. When you get you in the shelter, I know these shelters. The shelter, even when you get in the shelter, at least I can get cleaned up every day, but at least I can make it work from there. That's why I said if I can get from a motel room, you know, for a couple weeks, I can build from there. I can get a shower. I can organize and shit like that, get cleaned up and shit like that, get money for that. That's why I set it for $3,500. That'll give me a couple weeks, even on those travel things like Priceline and you know, those other travel sites and shit like that. I have accounts with them, so and I get emails sometimes, 30% off. But even when you book it, it's not 30% off the whole total, because the rates change every night. So it's 30% off, you know, whatever that rate is, and it alternates from there. But still, it's mentally it's a savings. But I try to tell people that. So I mentioned earlier, if somebody said, well, here's 10 grand, make it work. I don't want to see that you've been back in this situation. Fine. I'll make it work and work. I won't let you down. 10,000 sounds like a lot. 3,500 sounds like a lot, but I try to break it down to numbers. You know, if you know, it's a lot. You know, 700 people if they gave $5. But if each time somebody just dropped, you know, $5 or $10, $10, $10, $10, you know, $5, you know, and shit like that, and built from there. But like I said, you know, that this, whether people want to believe it or not, this country's dying, man. You know, yeah, I see these, you know, these people are struggling. They may not be homeless, but trust me, I know they're struggling. I know people are struggling. I'm not above that. I don't expect them to go broke helping me and shit like that, but I'm doing my part to reach out. You know, some people got pride. They don't want to tell nobody. They're because they're. I can't live like that. You know, I pride that pride shit goes right out the fucking window. You know, you can't think about that. You're in a bad situation, dude. The only way you can get out of it is you got to ask people for help. You got to mention to people, hey man, I'm a homeless guy. You know, I'm not dangerous or anything like that. I'm not this. I just can't find work. I can't find work now because, you know, I haven't showered since Christmas. Where I can't go anywhere. Free showers 30 fucking miles up the fucking road. Again, I mentioned this gas. Well, you got to burn gas to get somewhere. Yeah, well, I'm not driving all the way the fuck up there just to get a free shower and one free shower, and then what? And then, you know, they say churches ain't gonna help, you know. Are you a member? No. Churches are about themselves, man. We all know that. That's why they pass that plate around. Why are they begging for money? Why is it okay for them to beg for money? You know, they're not begging now. They just pass around a plate and they put that guilt trip. Why is that okay? That seems to be okay. But if I do it, it's criminal. Well, you're going to have to leave. You're bothering people for asking for money. When I do it, I mean, I've not done it. I don't want to do panhandling. I'd rather they just come to me. But, you know, when people are panhandling, they're not bothering people. I see them out there. They're just holding a sign. You know, well, you got to move it along, So it's criminal when they do it. Even though they're just standing there, it's criminal when they do it. But when churches hand it out, or these the religious people going around door to door asking for money and shit like that, or do these drives to raise money and shit like that, that's okay. It goes to them. They're non-profit though. Remember, they're non-profit, quote unquote. But when a homeless guy does it, you know, that's the reality. There's another part of your what is homelessness. Yeah, money. Well, let me get off of here before this thing cuts out because of storage on my thing, and get my day started and shit like that and get out of here. Like I said, I do the videos and shit, but yeah, spread my word, you know. Bring traffic to my channel and shit like that, and let people know, hey, you know, this guy's homeless, yeah, but he's not some fucking he's trying, man. He's busting his ass trying to do shit, man. He's, you know, he's not one of the ones, you know, getting drunk. And like I said, that I don't know what their situation is. Maybe they've gotten to that point where, like, fuck, what else can I do? Just, I'm getting to that point, but I'm not gonna start getting drunk. Sitting out in this fucking heat, getting drunk, shit, that just causes more fucking problems then, man. Just, then you can't enjoy it. Then you're looking around, you're trying to pound them down and shit like that. And hope nobody sees you. That guy's over there drinking. You're just bringing more fucking problems to yourself. But, yeah, I don't know how else to get my situation across. I don't know how else to show that I'm trying my best to get out of this situation. You know, I don't know what else to do. Money's the only thing I can do. I need to stay in a motel room. Doesn't need to be one of those extended stays or anything like that with the kitchens. You know, Motel 6. You know, I don't know if they have a microwave or not. But yeah, I do need some. I'd like to have somewhat a refrigerator and a microwave so I could save on that and just buy shit. Go to Publix or a Walmart, buy some groceries and get me through the week and shit like that, and heat some shit up. Maybe buy a little cooker or something like that. If I have a little extra money, but at least I'll be able to shower and I'll be able to collect my thoughts, and it gives me a peace of mind. Like, this is nice. Okay, then I don't have to keep breaking down all the time with shit. I can focus on shit. I can get shit done. I can stay on shit and get organized and shit like that. But you know, I'll use those travel sites and shit like that, log in and get it, or you know, somebody can if they have an account somewhere, you know, book me a room or something like that for a week or two. You know, sometimes it's a lot to ask, but you know, People do it. You know, you look at some of the craziest shit that people have done, man. You look at some of those crazy GoFundMe accounts that people have donated to. Like, wow, man, this person got $35,000 for that. And, yeah, the thing with working for somebody is days are getting gone. You know, automation's taking over and shit like that. Jobs being lost. I'm trying to accumulate something to where I can work for myself. You know, but like I said, the thing with me is let me be the homeless guy that reduces the homelessness. Let me put a pain in these people's asses that are supposed to be doing it and not doing it. And again, I say it in my county, my experience, what I've seen. And people might say, well, maybe that was you that didn't. No, that's just how they are. They don't want to help people. I've seen it when I was in that shelter. You know, during the day that shelter's empty and shit like that, and they're up there getting a paycheck. They're there all day, not doing shit. Yeah, I don't know what they're supposed to be doing, but they're supposed to be. They should have the door open all the time. Well, we don't. I've heard that too. Well, we don't meet till tomorrow. Yeah, well, I'm here today. I have a question for this. Well, nope. Because they can't get credit for it. I've seen that. That's something I haven't brought up about. Maybe I'll do a video about that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video about that, life in a shelter. My experience, my county, and what it is like that. And go from there. So anybody that watches these videos, remember, I can only speak for my experience, what I've seen, what I've heard from others, and what I've seen in this county. As far as how they don't do shit for people, and shit like that. And there's nowhere you can go. There's no, or maybe there is. I don't know. There's nowhere you can go and tell somebody, and you know, the homeless chapter of, you know, the BBC of homeless, or you know, the Labor Board of Homeless, or whatever the fuck. You know, I don't think there's any organization that monitors that. They don't care. They're just, you're basically on your own. You're by yourself. They pertain to families and women, you know, with kids and shit like that. Single women with kids, single guys and shit like that. You're on your own, man. If you're man, it's not a black-white thing. It's a guy. If you're a male, you're basically on your fucking own, man. Not gonna do, like I said, these fucking mosquitoes are really getting bad in here now. I'm gonna wind up with a fucking disease and shit like that, getting bit by these things. But yeah, it's a guy thing. I've seen it. I'd go over there. I've mentioned that. Be all these fucking guys would show up. Be mostly guys showing up. Be a couple women and shit like that would show up. They'd bring their kids and shit like that. And that's not fair to the kid. I understand. But, you know, there's also people that take advantage of the system. They just figure, well, I'll get in the system, let them pay for it. Not me, man. I'd rather have my own fucking money, man. It just, you know, they get money for that. Money's handed to them. You have a kid, you get money. The mom gets the money. And I've seen it, you know. Not many women show up for these things and shit like that because they put them in shelters. They get them shelters. They get them shit. Guys, we're on our own, man. Sometimes it'd be 30 of us, 35, 40 of us, and shit like that. All show the fuck up. All dudes, all ages, you know. Guys in general. That's basically it. You're a homeless guy. That's the term, and that's it. We don't have anything for you, except, sorry, back out on the fucking street. So let me get off of here, finish my coffee, make sure my plastic bag is taken care of and shit like that on top, so it don't blow off. Using Scotch tape, that's all I've got. Seems to be working now. As long as I don't have to drive anywhere, it'll stay on there. You know, it's taped to a rooftop on a vehicle, so how strong is it going to be? I'm not going to go out and buy duct tape and just make it look shitty, because the clear tape blends in. I'm trying to keep it to where you can see it, but it doesn't really jump out at you. It's not like it's a white bag on there. It blends in with the color of my vehicle. So let me hide my shoes, get my day started, and go over there and have my breakfast and go from there.